Jeremy, I said to you, yes, just how extraordinary this film is in your performance. It's a
Thank
beautiful, beautiful thing. It really, really is.
Thank you for saying that.
I wondered if there was a particular song or lyric that was particularly helpful or insightful for you in either in prep or even when you were, in the midst of this.
Yeah, I think sort of my North Star while making the film, to get back to like, I think what is at the core of the film was my father's house. I think, the film is about many things, but I think that sort of like longing for connection, in this case, with Bruce's father, but really what I hear on that record is like a longing for connection generally. And we're with Bruce in this very lonely period. He's like kind of hanging on so tight. He has this moment towards the end of the film of catharsis, and then is able to connect and be like honest and present with his father and available to his father, and so for me that song, in the process of making it, and I remember the first time when I was recording it, that was I felt very close to Bruce, for the first time in this process. And I remember calling my dad after we left the studio in Nashville, because what I hear in that song is it's longing, and there's also like a cautionary tale of, God forbid these things get lost, and you didn't have the opportunity of some sort, and so that song was deeply affecting, and I think like centered me if I was, when we were making the film, if I felt like I was ever getting off track or something like that. Yeah.
How did it feel being in a recording studio? Do you feel like a rock star with a kid?
Yeah, it was like, as we were at RCA in Nashville, and it's a very storied, studio. Getting stories of Dolly Parton backing up a pink Cadillac through a wall, and Elvis was in there and made the Sun record in there, which is a big inspiration for Bruce and for Nebraska. And it was nice. I've been so lucky. I think I spoke about this a little bit the other night, but to have a shared experience with the person you're playing. Even if you're doing it at a much lower level, and they're not your words, there is something that really unites you with the person you're playing when they know this view that you're looking at. This is like very familiar to them. So I found that experience really nice and helpful. I really enjoyed that part of the process. Yeah.
With music in general, is it helpful for you as an actor? Do you use music in any way, shape, or form to kind of help prepare for roles, or get in the mood for things, or is it something that's too almost emotive in a way that?
Sometimes if I'm lucky, I'll be able to put kind of a playlist together. That I think puts me in like a kind of space that feels, correct for what I'm doing, but it's not a rule.
Yeah.
If the music like finds me at that time or around that time, and I think it could be of use, or I recall a certain thing, I'll try to put something together. And with this, it was really nice because, I made a playlist for this one, obviously, and there's a lot of Bruce on there, but also a lot of his inspirations.
Amazing.
And just songs that gave me a lot of, like, I guess that feeling of longing and emotion in the voice. I think, I was listening to so much Sam Cooke and Otis Redding because they're just such, especially live, there's so much emotion in their voices, and Bruce has that too, and that's when I find music to be the most compelling, when an artist gets really lost and you can tell, maybe this wasn't planned. It's very in the moment,
Yeah, experimenting with it for sure. Yeah. I'm going to take you out of Bruce for a second. Last question: if you could be in the scene of any film or TV show as an actor, what would it be? I loved your facial response to that question.
Yeah.
It's like looking at a library and going, what am I going to pick? As an admirer of performance, I guess.
It's tough. Can I just do what this, live in this world?
Yeah, of course.
I just watched, rewatched it, but I just watched Singing in the Rain with my daughters, and they saw it for the first time.
isn't that a gorgeous gift to rewatch things through
Oh
kids'
my
eyes?
gosh, amazing. And I just forgot like the vibrancy, the color, the joy, the character. And we were watching the Make 'em Laugh sequence and choreography, and like it was making my 4-year-old laugh, it was making me laugh, I was with my parents, their grandparents as well, and yeah, if I could like plot myself down into a world for a moment or for a scene, I would want it to be one that was very, yeah, bright and joyful, and that's what comes to mind, I think, yeah.
Gorgeous choice.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
beautiful. Thank
Yeah,
you for your
sweet.
time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.